Now, Chalukyas of Badami. Mid of the 6th century marks the rise of a very strong power in Deccan, and that is Chalukyas of Vatapai or Chalukyas of Badami. That is, Chalukyas of Vatapai or the Chalukyas of Badami are the same. Now, political summary of the Chalukyas of Badami. The Chalukyas seems to be a race of Rajputs from north who imposed their rule upon the Dravidian inhabitants of the Deccan tableland. The royal emblem of the Chalukyas of Badami was Varaha, Varaha. The earliest reference in this dynasty is of one Jayasimha, Jayasимha, who has also been referred to as Vallabha, Vallabha. The first independent king of this dynasty was Pulakesin I. Pulkesin. Now Pulakesin I. Pulkesin I. The real founder of the Chalukyas of Badami was a chieftain, Pulakesin I, who made himself master of a town called Vatapi, which is modern Badami in the Bijapur district of Karnataka in around 543 AD. The real founder of Chalukyas of Badami was the chieftain Pulakesin I, who made himself master of a town called Vatapi, which is modern Badami in the Bijapur district of Karnataka, in around 543 AD. He is said to have claimed a paramount position by performing the Ashwamedh Yajna. Pulakesin, his descendants, and one are called Chalukyas of Badami. Pulakesin I assumed the titles of Satyashraya, Vallabha, and Dharma Maharaj. He had overthrown the Kadambas. The Badami cliff inscription tells that Pulakesin I performed all of the 5 yajnas which make a king paramount, and they are Hiranyagarbha, 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 then Agnistoma, Agnistoma, then Vajpeya, Vajapeya, then Bahusuvarna, Bhahusuvarna, then Pondarika, Paundarika. Name of the meaning of Pulakesin is hair of loin. Now Kirtivarman I. Pulakesin I had 2 sons. First was Kirtivarman I and the second was Mangal-Desa. Kirtivarman I and Mangal-Desa extended the possessions of the family both eastward and westward. Kirtivarman I completely subjugated the Kadambas and secured the extension of the kingdom. Goa, which was then known as Revati Dweep, was annexed by Kirtivarman I. His brother Mangal-Desa assumed the responsibilities of the government after his death, as son Pulakesin II was too young at the time of his death. Some scholars say that this succession was disputed and Pulakesin II overcame this rivalry. He ascended the throne in 608 AD. For 2 decades, this able prince adopted a career of aggressive conquests in all directions and defeated the king of Lata, South Gujarat, Gurjara, Rajputana, Malwa, and Kadambas in the west, and Pallavas of Vengi in the east. So means Pulakesin I had 2 sons, Kirtivarman I and Mangal-Desa. Kirtivarman I took the reins in his hand, but after his death, Mangal-Desa took the reins in his hand, because the son of Kirtivarman I, which was Pulakesin II, was very short to have the responsibility of the reign, and therefore Mangal-Desa, the brother of Kirtivarman I, took the responsibility of the reins. But it is said that the succession of the empire was disputed, and after the dispute, Pulakesin II overcame this rivalry. Now Pulakesin II. Pulakesin II is the most celebrated ruler of Chalukyas of Badami. he ascended the throne in 608 AD. His birth name was Ereya, Ereya, and he was born to Kirtivarman I. Since he was too young when his father died, his paternal uncle Mangal Desa was made the king. Some sources say that his uncle denied him his right to get the throne when he was grown up, and he rebelled against his uncle. Ereya organized an army near modern Kolar in Karnataka and defeated and killed Mangal Desa. It is written in Pedavu Dagur inscription. Pedavadagur inscription. Pedava Dagur inscription. Pedava Dagur inscription. He defeated the Kadambas of the Banavasi, Banavasi, Alupas of modern southern Karnataka, Alupas, Maurya of Konkan, and after a naval war captured island of Elephanta from the Mauryas of Konkan. He also defeated the Kosala, Kalinga, etc. in the east. In down south, he defeated Mahendra Varman I. This was the time when Harsha was a major power in northern India. Pulakeshin II and Harsha engaged in a battle at the banks of the Narmada river. This was a decisive battle in which Harsha lost a big part of his elephant army and had to retreat. This is mentioned in the Aihole inscription, Aihole, Aihole inscription. The same battle has been described by Huyen Tsang too. The battle ended with a treaty in which Harsha was made to recognize river Narmada as his southern boundary. After this victory, Pulakeshin II assumed the titles of Parameshwara, then Prithvivalabha, Prithivallabha, Prithvivalabha, Parameshwara, and Satyashraya, Satya Shaya, etc., and became the paramount power in modern Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and Gujarat. He also assumed the title of Dakshina Patheshwara around the same time on the lines of Harsha's title Uttar Patheshwara. Pulakeshin II was also one of the first kings in South India to issue gold coins. The enmity of Pulakeshin II was with Pallavas of Kanchi, finally took his life in 642 AD, when one of the Pallava kings, Narasimham Varman, plundered his capital and probably put him to death. For next 13 years, Pallavas dominated in South India, including the Vatapi. I repeat again, the enmity of Pulakeshin II with Pallavas of Kanchi finally took his life in 642 AD. After 34 years of his rule, when one of the Pallava kings, Narasimha Varman, plundered his capital and probably put him to death. For the next 13 years, Pallavas dominated in South India, including the Vatapi. Now next is Vikramaditya I. In 655 AD, one of the 5 sons of Pulakeshin II, known as Vikramaditya I, attempted to restore the unity of the kingdom and was successful in throwing Pallavas out of Vatapi. The enmity of the Chalukyas continued by Vikramaditya I, and he befriended with the other enemies of Pallavas. He advanced to Kanchipuram but was defeated by the Pallavas. During the reign of Vikramaditya I, one branch of the Chalukyas was able to establish itself in Gujarat, who in next 100 years offered vigorous opposition to the Arabs. Vikramaditya I was succeeded by his son Vinayaditya, who continued the expeditions. The reign of Vikramaditya is assigned the reign of Vinayaditya is assigned from 680 AD to 696 AD. The reign of Vinayaditya was generally peaceful. During those times, Persia was politically unstable, mostly due to Arab invasions. So this was about Vikramaditya I and his son Vinyaditya. Vikramaditya took the reins in 655 AD after throwing Pallavas out of Vatapi, and after Vikramaditya I, Vinyaditya, the son of Vikramaditya I, took over the reins. The reign of Vinyaditya lasted from 680 to 696 AD, around 17 years. His reign was generally peaceful. Now, the end of the Chalukyas of Badami. The successors of Vinyaditya continued to exist for next half century. The last ruler was Kirtivarman II, who was also known as Rahappa, Rahappa, Rahappa. His reign was a short period of 7 years from 746 AD to 753 AD. The Chalukyas of Badami were continuously disturbed by the growing powers of Rashtrakutas and Pandyas, and finally were destroyed by them. The blunder of Kirtivarman II was to undermine the rising power of Danti Durga, who established the Rashtrakuta Empire. So Kirtivarman II was the last ruler of the Chalukyas of Badami. And the reign of Chalukyas of Badami finished in 753 AD. The legacy of the Chalukyas of Badami. The Badami Chalukya era was an important period in the development of South Indian architecture. Their style of architecture is called Chalukyan architecture or Karnata Dravid architecture. Nearly 100 monuments built by them, rock-cut caves as well as structural, are found in the Malaprabha river basin in modern Bagalkot district of northern Karnataka. The building material they used was reddish golden sandstone found locally. Though they ruled a vast empire, the Chalukyan workshops concentrated most of their temple building activity in a relatively small area. Within the Chalukyan heartland, which is Aihole, Aihole, Badami, Badami, Mahakuta, Mahakuta, and Patadakal, Padakal, in modern Karnataka state. Then comes Ravan Phadi Cave, Ravana Phadi, Ravan Phadi Cave. The earliest monument of Chalukyas of Badami is the Ravan Phadi Cave at Aihole, not far from Badami. It was probably made around AD 550 and is dedicated to Shiva. Ravan Phadi Cave is one of the earliest rock-cut temple located at Aihole, the first capital of the early Chalukyas. At Aihole, they built more than 70 Hindu temples later. Badami Cave Temples. Badami Cave Temples are located at Badami. The red sandstone cliffs of Badami offered a spectacular setting for the excavation of 4 caves, 3 Brahmanikal and 1 Jaina, Parshvanath. The largest and most impressive of these caves is the cave 3, dedicated to Vishnu. An inscription next to a Varaha depiction states that Mangalesa, a brother of King Kirtivarman, dedicated the cave in AD 578. Mangaldesa, a brother of King Kirtivarman, dedicated the cave in AD 578. Members of the royal family of Chalukya patronized many Chalukyan monuments. All of them were created in 6th and 7th century. The architecture is a mixture of Nagara style and Dravida style. Apart from the above 4, there is a 5th natural Buddhist cave in Badami. Now, an inscription next to a Varaha depiction states that Mangalesa, Mangalesa, a brother of King Kirtivarman, dedicated the cave in AD 578. So this was about the Badami caves. The important thing to know about this is that there are 4 caves mainly, 3 Brahmanical and 1 Jaina cave, which is also known as Parshvanath, and there is also a 5th natural Buddhist cave in Badami. Now the next is the famous Virupaksha temple of Hampi. Virupaksha temple is located in Hampi in Karnataka on the banks of the Tungabhadra river. Virupaksha temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva and was created by Chalukyas of Badami initially in 8th century. The temple was improvised in Vijayanagar Empire. It is in the Virupaksha temple at Hampi that full glory of the early Chalukyan art can be seen. This temple was built in 735 AD by a queen of Vikramaditya II. To celebrate the victory over the Pallavas of Kanchipuram. Now the Lad Khan temple, Ladkhan temple. The Lad Khan temple is the earliest temple of Aihole, which dates back to 5th century AD. An inscription on this temple says that it was dedicated to Durga. There is a Shiva Ling out there. The temple is known as Lad Khan after its owner in most recent times at a place used as cattle sheds or houses. The temple is known as Lad Khan after its owner in most recent times at a place used as cattle sheds or houses. The temple has a large porch and is made in a panchayat hall kind of design with 12 pillars. This was the earliest experience for a pillar based structures in the temple architecture. Now the next is Navabrahma group of temples, Alampur. The Navabrahma group of temples is located at Alampur in Andhra Pradesh. There are total 9 temples and present a marvelous piece of the art of Chalukyas of Badami outside Karnataka. These temples are based upon the Nagara style and do not reflect the Dravidian style of temple architecture. 8 out of 9 are clearly Nagara style. The Alampur temples are the finest examples of the Chalukyas of Badami art. The Navabrahma temples are Taraka Brahma, Swarga Brahma, Padma Brahma, Bala Brahma, Garuda Brahma, Kumara Brahma, Arka Brahma, Vira Brahma, and the Vishwa Brahma. These temples are all enclosed in a courtyard on the left bank of the river Tungabhadra. And these were the names of those 9 temples. Now temples at Patadakal, Pattadakal. Numerous temples at Patadakal on the bank of the river Malprabha, some kilometers from Aihole, mark the return of the Chalukya patronage to Karnataka after several years of activity in the Andhra Pradesh. The first temple is Galagnath temple, which is in the Nagara style, similar to the Alampur temple. The first temple is the Galagnath temple, which is in the Nagara style, similar to Alampur temple. Now different temple architectural styles. This is a short note. A typical Hindu temple consists of an inner sanctum called Garbha Griha, where the idol is placed, which has a circumambulation, a congregation hall, and a porch. The temples can be distinguished with the Shikhara or Vimana. On this basis, there are 2 types of temple, with Nagara, which is North Indian, and Dravida, which is South Indian. The northern style, Nagara, Shikhar is shaped like a beehive and is made up of a layer upon layer of architectural elements called Kaputas and Gavakshas. The temple also has a very unusual open ambulatory around the sanctum with pillars and no wall on the outside. In Dravida style, tower consists of progressively smaller stories of pavilions. The Vesara style has characters of both the Dravid and the Northern. The Gadag style is a feature of the Western Chalukya temples, and it is characterized by ornate columns, the Gadag style, Gadag. And finally, the Kalinga architecture is different. It has Rekha Deola, Deula, Pidha Deola, and Khakhra Deola types of temples. Out of them, the Khakhra Deola is essentially of a female deity, such as Durga or Chamunda. Konark Sun Temple is a Pidha Deola. Now, some important points and facts about the temples made by the Chalukyas of Badami. These temples are a mixture of northern and Dravida style of temple architecture and represent a transition as well as experimentation in the temple architecture. The temples are located on the banks of the river Tungabhadra and Malprabha in Karnataka and Alampur in Andhra Pradesh, which is near Kurnool, Kurnool. The largest temple made by the Chalukyas of Badami is the Virupaksha temple, whose complex encloses 30 sub-shrines and a large Nadi Mandapa. This was also the earliest example of Shiva temples, which have a Nandi pavilion in the front of the temple. Now let us study about the educational aspects, that is the literature of the Chalukyas of Badami. The most important literature of the Chalukyas of Badami is the whole inscription of Pulakeshin II, written by his court poet Ravi Kirti in Sanskrit language and Kannada script. Famous writers in Sanskrit from the Western Chalukya period are Vijayaneshwara, who achieved fame by writing Mitakshara, a book on Hindu law, Mitakshara, Mitakshara, a book on Hindu law, and King Someshwara III, a noted scholar who compiled an encyclopedia of all art and sciences called Manasolasa, Manasolasa. The Karnateshwara Katha, Karnateshwara, Karnateshwara Katha, which was quoted later by Jayakirti, is believed to be a eulogy of Pulakeshin II. Eulogy means a piece of writing that praises someone or something highly, especially a tribute to someone who had just died. Now, Chalukyas of Badami.